here we are, more gardens, more fountains, more steps. What is it about these fountains and cascades and steps? Anyway, it's beautiful here. The peace is lovely, away from the humdrum world, just a few meters away from this beautiful palazzo, which is the Galleria Colonna, C-O-L-N-N-A, Colonna. I'll take you inside in a minute. I mean, I've only just glimpsed it because the idea is that you come to the garden first and then you see the house. So, watch this space. So, you won't believe this. I can't believe it. Can you imagine? I mean, I've painted a ceiling like that. It was the Battle of Waterloo. Oh my word. And you won't believe what else is there. It's just unbelievable. And then of course on the walls are some of the most fabulous paintings. How did they get away being such staunch Catholics? How did they get away with the idea of all this nudity? Look how sensual that is. Sorry, I'll move across here because it's glaring. There's nudity everywhere. Nice old chap there, nude, and this very voluptuous scene. Were they supposed to be seen by everyone, or were they secrets in the galleries? They're sort of all mythological, so maybe the fact that they're mythological covered a multitude of sins. Nudes everywhere. Not that I don't mind a few nudes, but it's really amazing. Now look at this. This is Rome's Versailles. This is Rome's Hall of Mirrors. And you know what? I'm very worried about this marble everywhere. It's very slippery. Look at these columns. Look at that's Sienna marble, I think. Isn't that beautiful? And look at the cut. When you look at the marble columns, which you see, like for instance when we were at Tivoli, when we were at Hadrian's Villa, there were marble columns there, but they were very weathered. They were centuries old, but these have obviously been protected. Okay, they're not centuries old, but imagine what Rome looked like. Ancient Rome looked like. The temples, the palaces, with marble that shone like gold. It was just extraordinary. I'm going to have to negotiate these steps, and they're difficult because you can't actually see. They're they're camouflaged, if you see what I mean. See how they're camouflaged? You can't really see one from another. So I'm using the side of this column to propel myself down. And we have an artist. We have an artist working. Shall we see what she's doing? Buongiorno. I am an artist too.
Ah, okay.
I teach art
Where from?
in Australia, in Sydney.
Ah, okay.
Are you at uni?
Eh?
Are you at uni studying?
No, I'm finished. I'm just make my project for different, how to say, life painting.
Life painting.
Yeah.
Interesting, you're painting on newspaper.
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
It's about news in the world. It's very.
Oh, I see. It's an idea. It's a
Yeah.
concept that you have.
Concept like the how to say the building is broken for war,
I see.
and the moment, you know, the like.
So the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
I see. So is it a sort of statement about the old and the new, maybe?
This is today. The
Ah,
newspaper
okay.
For today, so.
That's
it's,
the date?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And the fact that they allow you to do it in here is good.
Yeah, I'm for 5 years I'm painting inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, years ago, have you been to London?
Yeah.
Well, in the National Gallery in London, you used to be able to see many artists in there painting.
Yeah.
And it was fascinating. You could sit and watch them working. Nowadays, health and safety. You can't have oil paints that slip on the floor, all those sorts of issues.
Yeah.
So no more do they have artists there working.
Yeah, and today is very difficult for life painting because it's maybe it's too hard for ask a lot.
Yes,
and,
exactly,
maybe,
yes.
Maybe the internet, you can take the photo online. It's so easy painting in the studio.
Yes, they obviously are used to you coming here.
Yeah, I like life painting and feeling the moment.
Oh,
and,
the ambience is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, it really is extraordinary. I've never been to here to this place in Rome,
Yeah.
but it's absolutely. It's sort of. You've been to Versailles in Paris.
In Paris, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's sort of like the Hall of Mirrors in
Yeah.
Versailles. The ceilings are just phenomenal. When I was painting, when I was a younger man, I painted murals.
Ah, okay.
So I painted this sort of thing. And in London, there is a hotel in London called the Wellington Hotel.
Hotel, okay.
Near Waterloo Station.
Okay.
And I painted on the ceiling the Battle of Waterloo.
Wow.
Yes. Have you heard of the Battle of Waterloo? When Napoleon fought the English and the French and the Germans. You've heard of Napoleon?
Yeah, I think.
Napoleon was like.
Yeah.
He invaded Italy as well, and also he was the Emperor of France back in the 1800s. And there was a big war. They found he was a little bit like Hitler, that he was trying to take over the whole of Europe. And the French and the Germans and the English got together as an alliance and fought a big battle. And that was the last battle that Napoleon lost. And he ended up being exiled. But the Battle of Waterloo was a huge, huge event, and the hotel is called the Wellington Hotel, and so I painted the ceiling there.
Wow.
So if ever you're in England, remember.
I've been there. I have not been there. Maybe one day.
Okay, so you are Italian.
Yeah, I'm living in Rome for 10 years.
Great.
And and now make my project for different exhibition.
Yes, good. Well done. All right, lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye then. Say bye-bye to everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye then.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, she was nice. And look again at this. And this is good painting. I felt that a lot of the time the painting that I saw at Tivoli was, it was okay, but this is top quality painting. You can, I hope you can see the difference. I mean, honestly, the actual, the complexity of it is extraordinary. Look at the figures and the perspective of being able to look up and believe that they're actually looking over the edge down into the room. Look at the fabric with the putti peering through the fabric. It's beautiful. I wish I knew the name of the guy who painted it all, or the guys, or whoever. But just look at this. I mean, there's a massive scene coming up here. Look at this. It's a huge battle. It's a sea battle. Ah, I recognise this from somewhere. There's a triumph there. You see the guy on the horse. What does it say? Latin. And this is a battle in the centre, which is obviously something very important in the history that they're trying to depict here. And it's a massive battle, look. And looking back to the artist working, she's just working down there on the left, in the corner behind that statue. We've got more nudity. Nice old chaps with beards, young boys. And then we work through so many. Look at the painting on the glass. I painted on glass once, oh no, twice, for the judge. I did oh look, this is nice. It's painted on glass. A floral work. The difficult thing about painting on glass is that you have to have a key paint to fix the pigment to the very smooth surface. So these are done with oil. This is oil paint, so that's a good addition to glass. Now these paintings here look really. This one looks like no. Obviously of the same period. You can see there's very similar painting style to, very influenced by Caravaggio, but not his period. You can see the influence being the lighting in the paintings, very dramatic, very dark backgrounds. That's Caravaggio. He really influenced art and the idea of portraiture. Again, he's very influenced by Michelangelo and The Last Judgment. You see that? Another painting on glass. And then we're not ignoring all this guilt. Extraordinary. Look at these wonderful busts. These are obviously not period. I don't think they're period. I don't think so. No, 15th century. And then we're moving through into this outer area again with yet again a gloriously painted ceiling with wonderful clouds, very, very evocative of Tiepolo. I haven't ever seen a real Tiepolo in life. Or maybe I have, perhaps I have in Versailles. Anyway, look at this. I'll find out who did this. So beautiful and fresh. The colours are very fresh. And that was the other thing about Tivoli, that the paint had weathered and faded. This feels much, much stronger. Whether in fact it's been restored, I'm not sure. Fabulous. Well, I'll move on to another room, so I'll see you later. Okay, we've got a beautiful example of Trompe in here. Absolutely superb. The overdoors, look. And then a Trompe on the ceiling with the arches, all the individual reliefs, the cherubs, the putti looking down, the birds, and then the brilliant work on the columns. The perspective is really fantastic. See the viewpoint, the artist painted the viewpoint for the columns from where I am, so that the perspective of the capitals work. See how one capital, the left-hand capital, is just this little bit turned, so you can see the edge of it, whereas the other one is less so. Which means that he would have stood here to actually envisage the drawing. The same with the light. If you see where the light source is, look at the two cherubs up there. I mean, they are so 3D, they feel like they're hanging away from the ceiling. And now we've got the eagle holding the top of the rod that's suspending the chandelier. and then yet another 2 cherubs that are so beautifully lit that they feel like they're hanging away from the plaster ceiling. It's really stunning. And then you've got the perspectives of the balustrade, the inserted marble panels which look superbly three-dimensional with the way that they're lit. Can you see that? That's a flat wall. That's perfect trompe. The base of the column. The view into the garden. These 2 putti here with the vase. Absolutely superb. A beautiful bit of trompe painting. And then the viewpoint for these columns, if I draw back, you'll see the tops of the columns there. The viewer is here. This is where the viewer is supposed to be, looking up at them. I don't know who did this, it's just lovely. Look at the overdoor there. And then you've got 2 overdoors here. Beautiful work, overdoor. And the marbling, all painted. That beautiful, I wish I knew the name of that marble. And then this overdoor here. Every little piece has been considered, even to the point where you go under the door and you look up at the details. Wow.
Я думаю, что в равных долях. Если не будет завещания, когда по завещанию нужно вообще лишить наследников права на все, либо можно...
Так он же переходил, наверное, не раз.